Welcome back to Paranormal Phoenix. Tonight we're actually going to take a look at an internet urban legend, the Rake. To get started, I'll go ahead and say this. As far as most internet creatures and characters, as far as cryptids go, I'm not a very big believer in them. I believe, if anything, they are misclassifications of other things or just flat out hoaxes. Purposely perpetrated, wow, say that 3 times fast, internet hoaxes, deliberately intended to, as a joke, to scare kids or other people's friends, other kids' friends, things like that. Just typical campfire ghost stories from back in the older days. So, that being said, I may end up doing a video, or depending on which creature it is, other standalone videos like this one for others in the future. But I'm not going to make any promises. But I will at least do a collage video discussing my thoughts on the other internet legends, such as Slender Man, Jeff the Killer, and things like that. But in the meantime, to delve directly into the Rake and my thoughts on it, that's one of the ones that I believe falls into the category of misclassification. First off, we'll start out with an overall description. The Rake its body is skeletal, it has skin, but it's real tight against the bones. You can see its bones through its skin, almost like it's starving to death. Real gangly, scrawny, elongated hands and fingers and arms and legs. Its fingertips have claws coming out of them, very long claws, like talons. Its face, its eyes are sunk way deep in the sockets, shadowed heavily. Its teeth are like needles, razor sharp needles. Real pale skin. Usually they're bald, no hair, no visible hair anywhere on the creature. Moves mostly on all fours. Sometimes it's reported that its knees are bent back the wrong way. Most of the time it crouches and moves. And overall physical body appearance of a very famous ring-chasing creature from a very famous series of movies. Don't sue me. So overall, I think this creature is actually something far older than the internet, than any of the internet legends about it. Truth be told, I believe that the Rake is actually the ancient Inuit Canadian legend, the Wendigo. Now, the Wendigo actually has 2 different forms. The first form is this, which is its ethereal demonic form, decomposing head of a horse / deer / whatever you want to call that. It's ugly. It's ghostly because it's a demon. I mean, come on, they're not supposed to be pretty. Usually ranging between 10 to 12 to, I've even heard 15 feet tall in the legends. As far as when it manifests, it's huge. You couldn't miss it. No way. Now, the second form, or physical form of the Wendigo, is where things go a little sideways. For the physical form to take place, or manifest, or occur, or whatever you want to say, the Wendigo has to possess a human. Now, unlike any other demonic possession or spiritual possession, it's not just anybody. There's a very specific criteria that has to be met for the Wendigo to even have any interest in you whatsoever. The Wendigo has to basically catch someone partaking in cannibalism to be able to possess that person. Once it does, the physical body of that person starts to degrade and more or less rot away. It wastes away to a gaunt, skinny, pale physical figure with razor sharp fanged teeth, talon-like claws, virtually no hair, sunken in eyes, a rake, so to speak. That's where I believe the rake came from. I believe the rake is nothing more than somebody saw a picture or a drawing or a video of a Wendigo, didn't know what it was, and made up a story to go along with it. Now, whether the video or the picture or whatever they saw was real or not of a Wendigo, I don't know. I would be much more impressed if it was a physical sighting of a Wendigo, but those are very few and far between. Most legends of the Wendigo are from ancient times, but there are some sightings still today. As in, my favorite picture that I found, which I have tried everything I can think of to prove that it's fake. I have not seen anywhere online, I've researched it, I've not seen anywhere online where this photo was shown to be fake. I've had people say it was, but couldn't prove it. And that would be this famous picture right here. Everywhere you go online, it's a rake, it's a rake. No, it's a Wendigo. There are several videos on YouTube that I have found and watched, and people say, oh, it's a rake monster. No. By all accounts, yeah, according to the description of the rake, it fits. But that's because, like I said, I believe the rake is based off the Wendigo. Something older, something far worse than the rake. I would have an easier time believing in the Wendigo than the rake. Primarily because I tend to more believe Native American legends than I do urban internet legends. Because there are several Inuit and Native American legends that speak of creatures or beings that there have been some sightings of even as recent as last year. I haven't heard any from this year yet. There are Bigfoot sightings constantly. There are cave paintings 1,000 years old depicting a exceptionally tall, hairy humanoid creature. There are so many Native American stories about a Sasquatch-like creature. And there's the Thunderbird legends from Native American tales out west. I live in Tennessee, eastern Tennessee, just to clarify that. That's why I said out west. There are several videos and photos all through history, modern American history, from as far back as the Civil War era, of unbelievably large birds being captured or photographed, or even in more modern times, video recorded. Birds larger than any known species. Even the albatross doesn't reach some of the heights and wingspans that some of these photos depict and videos depict. So, if the Thunderbird legends from Native American times and tribes and cultures, if the Thunderbird legends and the Sasquatch legends from Native American tribes still hold up and are still cited today, that tends to lend me to believe that their legends and stories are based off something real, or something that they have had some interactions with on multiple occasions. So, why not the Wendigo? If people out there are wanting to believe so bad in the rake that they're faking videos and telling urban legend stories about it, and when a photo surfaces or a video surfaces that cannot be disproven as fake, it's labeled the rake, when there's a much more credible answer from hundreds of years ago in the Wendigo. That's my thoughts on it. I appreciate you guys watching and listening. If you guys have any evidence to show me or any videos or pictures of Rake or Wendigo, feel free to share. I'd love to see them. If you guys disagree with my thoughts, or if there's any other evidence you want to present me, please feel free. Leave a comment, share. Also, this year, 2017, I am going to try my best to upload at least one video a month for now. That's my new goal right now. It's a video a month. I've got a few ideas of some future videos that I'm going to be making. Pretty soon, I'm actually going to have a special guest on the channel for the first time to come in and talk about a very interesting cryptid that, from what I can tell by researching, there's not a lot of information about. But he had a personal experience back when he was about 13 years old, I believe, is what he said. And I'm going to do an interview with him, and we'll get that video up hopefully within the next month. If not then, it'll be a future video, but I will have another video up in about a month's time, if not sooner. And I just want to thank you guys all again for watching, and have a great year.